So while I'm doing a bit of video editing, I just wanted to make a quick video just to explain why I created the Inside Game. So it started in obviously wanting to do something for sports people and sports mental health and active mental health. Was the original idea behind it, but it's evolved and it's always evolving, but it's evolved a lot since then. Over the years I've worked with in sales, in retail. I've worked in anywhere there's a lot of people, pubs, hospitality, that sort of stuff, but mainly in the last 6 or 7 years I've done neuro-linguistics and I've done peer support work, both coordinating and hands-on, looking after people that need that. Hypnosis, all sorts of alternative health stuff I've done. The one thing I kept seeing was that people know what they should do already, but the hard part is actually putting that into action. So we all know that we should exercise, we all know we should eat better and communicate better, we all know we should be more disciplined and those sort of things. But what fascinated me was that gap itself. So the gap between knowledge and behaviour, I started to focus on, and it sort of it explained a lot. It answered a few questions as to why people stay stuck. Well, not everybody, but obviously some people can stay stuck even when they know what to do. I've been there myself and still sometimes am. It's never linear, but people stay stuck. People don't fulfill their potential all the time where others can, and that comes down to the gap in between knowledge and behaviour, and that's really interested me for a long time now. So I decided to do something about it. I've made an app that addresses this, especially targeted at sports people, but can be used for anything really. Any version of life that you're doing, you can put these processes and actions into practice. So that's all in an app at the moment, but it's all based on the one phrase that really stuck with me when I first started learning about behaviour and neuro-linguistics and those sort of things. Is that the phrase is, it's all rumour until it's in the muscles, which, I mean, I'll leave that up to everyone else's interpretation, but really stuck with me. And basically it made me realise that reading a book doesn't change you, watching a video, listening to a podcast doesn't change you, actions do. Repetition changes you, behaviour changes you. So that's why I developed what I have as creative, to help people become more aware of their behaviours and their patterns and habits, not just what they're doing but what they're repeatedly doing. So understanding that those patterns become our outcomes is key. So I wanted to work with coaches, or I wanted to give tools to coaches and people, mentors and those sort of people, to support in a better way who they need to support. I've had a few sports people already look at the app itself, and a lot of them have said already that this is something that their coach would really love or should really be using, because it's actually giving them the chance to learn how to respond rather than emotionally react to things. And in sport, that's obviously a big thing. When you add pressure and expectations and those sort of things as well, it's easier for the mind to just lose itself rather than stay focused on what it is. So with what the app does and what I do in the Inside Game in general is formulate ways that people can actually activate or reset their nervous system so that they can refocus and go again, rather than losing the plot, let's say, because we've all seen sports people, I guess, make a mistake or buckle under pressure and then just lose it completely, and it looks like they're just a former shell of their former self. When it's not skill that goes away, you don't forget how to lose it, how to kick a ball or run or whatever, shoot a basketball. It's not a skill thing. It's simply a response or reaction instead of a guided response. So that's what we're doing. That's the basis of the app in the Inside Game, and it's based upon human nature. We don't read a book to learn how to kick a football. We can read about it, but we're not going to be any better at doing it or shooting a basketball by not actually doing those actions. So that's the basis of it, is action over information. You need both, obviously, but sometimes the information overwhelms and gets lost and gets stuck in the body rather than processed into an action. So that's what it's all about. The app and the Inside Game's always evolving. I'm still learning. I always will. But the mission's simple, and that is to help people move from knowing to doing. Because at the end of the day, it's all rumour until it's in the muscles.